Well, just into the newsroom a couple of hours ago, the city of Portland is pausing all homeless camp removals for a week starting on Monday. That's because the point-in-time count is happening next week. It's required by the federal government for communities to spend a day once a year counting the number of people experiencing homelessness. The count in Multnomah County is led by Portland State University's Homelessness Research and Action Collaborative. Camp removals will resume after that on January 28th. Now to an update on a story I brought you last night on this 26-year-old homeless woman named Andy. She stays in a tent under a 205 overpass in Southeast Portland. She told me the lengths she's gone and will go to try and find housing, nothing short of flagging down police officers and considering setting her own tent on fire so she can connect with first responders. Her story touched many of you, and you let us know. Rich wrote, the fact that she is flagging down police cars, trying to get help, and that she thought about setting her camp on fire to get someone, anyone, to notice her and give her help is a little scary. Life in the camps and the people who live with their daily desperation is the real story. Thanks for the report. Kate chimed in. She says it's shameful that this young woman has been trying hard to find shelter, but apparently has been blown off by people who are supposed to be trying to help her. And Carmen said, I was so touched by your follow through with the 26-year-old woman living on Foster. As a resident of Lentz, of course, I'm horrified by the sheer number of people living on the streets or in RVs, but it's important to remember that they are people too. I hope your segment reminds other Portlanders too. And Carmen, that is why we work so hard to hear from these people, because as you said, they are people too. And as I mentioned last night, it's rare to find someone that willing to go into shelter. So I reached out to the mayor's spokesperson, who also works closely with the city's outreach team. And I told him about Andy. He said there are currently no tiny homes available. However, he tells me this temporary overnight shelter for women that opened earlier this month includes 50 beds in Portland's Old Town neighborhood and could be an option for Andy, or the city could reserve a congregate shelter for her. The mayor's spokesperson told me Andy is on their list, and he let the outreach team know. I'll keep following this, and hopefully we can help get Andy inside.